help if I press the button to go live, doesn't it? There we go, right. That's okay. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're from. Welcome back to the studios. I wonder who this one person could be. Is it Rab? Go to there. Yes, I've got a DP today. Thought I'd have a change. Give you a shock. Gone for a DP. Right. Good afternoon, Rab. How we doing? I've got loads of time. Yeah, you see, I do occasionally change my I was going to say recipe, then not recipe, my buying habits. Yes, it was. Love Dr. Pepper. Yeah, always have done. Don't know what's in it though. Yeah, not much in it, and there's no fat. There's no no fat, no saturates, no protein. A lot of sugar. Anyway, who cares about too much sugar? We don't. Right, I've got another message. Right, get the weather ready. So, 1993 today is where we're going. A very good top 10. Very good top 10 today. Let's move my bag. Kicking that. Plenty of time. Let's just check, is everything in the right place? Hang on. Is everything in the right place? Hang on. Right. Are we live? We are live, yes. Hang on. 3 minutes. Lovely, we're live. Now, not sure whether you'll be able to hear anything coming through this, but there's it seems to be some sporting thing, or there's a load of kids in the downstairs sports hall. I'm not sure whether that will come across. It certainly doesn't come across on air, which is good. Yeah, some good songs lined up today. No, you can't hear. No, you couldn't hear that? Yeah, thought you could, yeah. That one was a bit loud, yes. I don't know what they're doing, but they're having fun. Actually nice to have not to be the only one in the building today. There was some very strange goings on last week, right at the end of the 2 hours. Yeah, very strange goings on, because the corridor outside that I come in through it's got motion sensor lights on it. So obviously the lights turn on only when somebody's walking up there. Well, towards the end of my show, and I don't know whether you'd gone at this point, there was definitely somebody looking in through from the other side of the door. I see it's frosted glass. We we can see somebody out there, but you can't see who it is. And there was definitely somebody. It was like a dark shadow, so I could see somebody was there, but the lights hadn't gone on. They hadn't activated the motion sensor lights. I was like, ooh, that was fun. I've got a few minutes there. Well, yes. This particular part of the building is meant to be haunted. There is meant to be something up here. I mean, we have had a few strange things going on in the studio. We've had like the office that's next to us. That is always empty. It's not used that much, and you can quite often hear somebody walking in it. You can hear footsteps, and there's no one in there. It's brilliant, it really is. How long have we got? What's my temperatures today? Hang on, 12 degrees. That's okay there. Could well have been, yes. Could well have been. I don't know. Anyway, how long have we got? I've got about a minute before I need to do the weather. We've had somebody else join it. Hello, good morning, good afternoon. Good afternoon now, isn't it? That's the one thing that I do not like about going live using the mobile phone. You can't see who is in. It gives you a list of who's here, but you can't see who they are. I've got to do my weather bed now. Hang on. I'll be back in a bit. And so this afternoon, rather cloudy, albeit there will still be some bright spells at times, generally dry, but the odd isolated shower may develop in places. It's not looking too bad. Yes, it is cloudy, but it's nice and clear and dry right here in Kingsley. Now tonight, expected to become dry, lengthy clear spells for times. At the early hours, the winds will pick up, again turning largely cloudy. Heavy showers moving in from the northwest. Your temperatures are rather pleasant, 12 degrees. Right, and that's them off. Yeah, it's not too bad today. It's about 12, 13 degrees. It was a bit warmer yesterday when I was doing the farmers market, so that was fun. Always is. Yes, I say, where are we? Get over to me thing. Yep, so classic top 10 today from 1993. And again, no new entries. Another top 10 with no brand new entries. It's, I always like when that happens. It shows that there wasn't that much movement going on. 5 degrees? That's normal for Norway, isn't it? Does it get much warmer than that? I don't think it ever does it? No, never. I was going to say 5 degrees is about your highest temperature, isn't it? Yeah. That's summer. Oh. Actually, yes. Did you get much of the eclipse last week in your part of Norway, or was it were you a bit too far north? Love this song. Yes, for those, John, if you want to listen to the music as it's going out, obviously because of YouTube regulations, I can't have the volumes up. So if you do want to listen along, you can go to brumsideradio.com. You can listen on there. If you can also, if you wanted to, you could download the app for Android and iPhone as well. go to your various Play stores, app stores, and just search for Brumside Radio. Get the app on there. Yeah, I didn't think you'd be in the area. It was a strange one, wasn't it? It was more for America, and you just about got maybe a tiny little piece of the west coast of Ireland, sort of up there. Oh, hang on. Me again. I love this song. Amelia, Big World. Love this song. Love that song. That's a great way to begin the lunch break here on Brumside Radio. Very good afternoon. Everything from the 90s between now and 2 o'clock. Amelia, a Swedish singer. That was released in September as 1998. The lead single from the album of the same name, Big World. Opening based on the Swedish springtime song, Oh, Here We Go. Hang on. Right. Apologies to anybody Swedish or in that part of the world. It's New Grönskadet, I think is how you pronounce it, or Grönskadet. I haven't got a clue what that means. Does it mean big world? No, I don't think it does. But yeah, very great song. I don't know what she's doing now. Let's have a look. What is she doing now? Well, she is still singing. That's good. She's still going. Yeah, birth name, Hannah Amelia Rydberg Mittiku. There we go. Right, plenty on the way between now and 2 o'clock this afternoon. Your classic top 10 today. That's next. Well, it's now actually. Yeah, your classic top 10 this week coming from 1993. It's the part of the show where we go into the archives and relive what was in the charts this week in the top 10. No brand new entries, a lot of falling, a lot of climbing, and do we have yes, we have a non-mover at number 1. No brand new entries. We're going to start straight off with the fall of 2 places to this week's number 10 for 2 Unlimited. So, how was my Swedish? I'm slightly better at Swedish than live. Yeah, yes. Well, it's not really a language that I've had a go at saying much of. Yeah. I keep forgetting that Amelia is Swedish, but yeah, it's a very difficult language, isn't it? Well, Norwegian is as well. I tried learning Norwegian. But yeah, so you're probably better at pronouncing that than me, Rab. My goodness me, 12 people. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the studios of Brumside Radio. Like I said, if you want to enjoy the music, sadly, because of the YouTube algorithm, the YouTube regulations, Universal Music Group at its best, I can't have the music playing live. Well, I've got it playing live, but I can't have it playing so that you can hear it, unfortunately. So if you do want to listen to the show as it's going out, brumsideradio.com. Now, the idea with these is possibly get enough people over on TikTok and then continue the lives over on there, where you will be able to hear the music as it's going out. Have a think about that. What do you think? I need about between 800 and 1,000 people, I think it is, to go live over on TikTok. Link, I believe, is in the description. Anyway, if it isn't, just go to TikTok, search for my name, and you'll find me on there. But yeah, this chart in 93, brilliant songs, very dance orientated again. You got Two Unlimited, Capella, Sybil, Sub. That was a good song. Right. 10 people listening. 10 people watching. Good morning, good afternoon. I'm going to continue saying good morning, aren't I? It's afternoon anyway. If you'd like to put yourself into the chat and just say hello so I can see who you are, that'll be most helpful. Am I having a raid or something? Seem to have a lot of people turning up. Yes, my Swedish is not very good. It's one of those situations where you're reading something out, information on air, and then you suddenly realise that it's in a different language, and you think, oh dear, I've got to pronounce this now, haven't I? But yeah, hopefully it wasn't too terrible. You could understand what it meant, even if I didn't. Oh, where are we going? Right. Okay. Take that one out. That's not good. Oh, it is. That's okay. Right. Anyway, that's me sorted out. Yeah. A few adjustments. Actually, if I turn you, no, you won't sadly be able to see the screen from this angle. It's unfortunate. If I turn you around so that you can see the screen. Yes, that is going to be a brilliant match. Villa Arsenal. Yes. Actually, what time's that on? Hang on. I can't remember what time it's on. 4:30. Yeah. Yeah, it should be a really, really good match. I mean, if Villa can prevent Arsenal from winning, that may just hand the title to Liverpool. Although, where are we? I don't know. Yeah, because Liverpool have got, because obviously Liverpool have got Crystal Palace today, so that should be an easy win for Liverpool. But yes, if Villa can prevent Arsenal from winning, or at least only give them 1 point, it should give Liverpool enough of a gap to take the title, maybe. Unless Man City do something extraordinary on the last day again, like they used to. They've done that before, haven't they? Right, hang on. Last week's number 12, this week's number 9, Capella. Yeah, something that was very, very prominent in the 90s. It was the Italian disco, or Italian new disco, Eurodance. as people call it. Capella formed back in 1987. Gianfranco Bortolotti, the main member of that. Numerous lineups over the years. Kelly Overt and Rodney Bishop with probably the most successful lineup. They being on that particular song as well. Biggest hit, You Got to Let the Music, that got to number 2 in 1993 as well. So, name Capella first used in 1987 and still going. They took a couple of breaks, but they are still going. Gianfranco Bortolotti still involved with that lineup. Right, how do you get in touch with us here at Brumside Radio? Well, it's very easy. 07858 127 186. Text and WhatsApp to that number, of course. You can email studio@brumsideradio.com. You can also get in touch with us Facebook, Twitter, or Facebook X, formerly Twitter, Instagram, and you can send us messages on there. We love getting your messages. Now, if you do send us anything, then remember to put your name on so we know exactly who you are. And it's always helpful. And also, if you're sending a request, remember to put the name of the person or people that you're requesting the music for. We've had that a few times. We've had this blank message coming in. Can you play such and such? And we're like, well, who are you and who is it for? So just remember those. Right, I'll be telling you more about what's happening later on today. On the way next, we've got plenty from the top 10 coming up, some really good songs, and of course that non-mover at number 1. Oh, that's better. That was a bit of a long link. Right. Okay. So I've got 7 minutes now until my next bit of speaking. Some good songs. Adverts, Jade is the next one. Shabba Ranks coming up. Robin S as well. Now, wasn't she, Robin S, wasn't she Norwegian? Or Finland? No, American. No? Okay. No, I'm thinking of the other one. I'm thinking of the other Robin. She was... Right. Okay, no problem, Rab. Yeah, so who's next? Don't walk away. We can change that, do that. Put one of those in there. And that gives me a bit extra time. Right, that's 9 minutes. Okay. I do like these lives. Gives me a bit of company. Hang on, that light's gone on outside again. Somebody's up here. That's okay. Somebody's walking around up here. Yeah, that could have been it. Yes. No, they're very similar names. Anyway, we've sorted out you. Got some good music. Yeah. So if you want a request or a dedication, you should be able to use those numbers, or you can just stick your request into the chat and get those played for you this afternoon. Anything from the 90s. Get your thinking caps on. Get those thinking caps on here. Any music you want from the 90s, any genre, any artist, any group, Let's pop those into the chat, and we can get those played for you. And of course, you can always listen in, brumsideradio.com, and you can download the app if you want to for Android and iPhones. I would show you what the app looks like, but obviously I'm using my phone as the camera, so I can't, unfortunately. 7.5 minutes before I need to talk again. That's one of the good things about doing radio, is that whilst they're off listening to the music, we're just pretty much sitting here twiddling our thumbs and not really doing much, to be perfectly honest with you. Answering questions, I suppose. Yeah, so good afternoon to everyone who's just wandered in. If you're here for the first time, my name's Richard Laundon. I'm the studio manager and a presenter on community radio station in Birmingham. Oh yes, I've got. And for those regular viewers, I'm not on the Pepsi today. I've got diet. I've got Dr. Pepper. Haven't got Pepsi today. I fancied a change. I'll pop you down there. Right. Any questions about radio, anything like that you might want to learn about? Maybe you're interested in radio yourself. You want to get into it. Anything like that. Right. Oh, yes. Don't need you. Right, hang on. Let's pull up you. Right. Go to those. Well, you can't see that. That's good. Right, so you can't see that. Right. Lovely. Right. Here we go. What's going on with this? Right. Oh, Shabba Rank's coming up. Yeah, so let's see. Any songs that you like from the 90s, and what were you doing in 93? Anyone around in 93? Right, so I've got to try and change this, haven't I? Huh. Thank you. Oh, the things you have to do as a studio manager. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to sort out the Skype details. I'm trying to right. Yeah, I'm just trying to. 'Cause obviously, when people phone the studio, we don't have a physical phone. We have. We use Skype. It's run through the mixer, and because of that, we have to pay. Ooh, this is yeah, shoot. I knew that was going to happen. Just to log in, you see. I'm not going to be able to do it. I'm not going to be able to do it. Ah, can't do it. Never mind. Anyway. Shabba Ranks. Yes, always enjoyed his music anyway. Good afternoon, welcome. I'm sure whether I need to spin you round a bit. There we go. So if I do that, you can see a bit better, can't you? I'll just have to sit here. Is that better? That's better. You can see things now. Right. Oh, I'll be back in a minute. Hang on. Oops. Last week's number 4, this week's number 7 for Shabba Ranks. Jade, Don't Walk Away. That was a climb of 1 place to to this week's number 8. Of course, the charts from 1993. If you'd like to suggest a chart to do anywhere from the 90s, then please do get yourself in touch with us here at Brumside Radio. The usual numbers apply: 07858 127 186, text and WhatsApp. WhatsApp is absolutely free. Text messages, depending on your network and your contract, may be charged. Like I say, no brand new entries this week in the charts, which is actually very rare, especially for this time of the year. Normally something going. We did have a new entry at 11 and 12. And 17, so there was 3 new entries in the top 20, but none inside the top 10. Oh boy, right. That's better, isn't it? You can see a bit more there. You can see a bit more of what I'm doing. Oh, anyway, it's a glorious day, it really is. Yeah, so I'm on air until 2 o'clock this afternoon, so about another 90 minutes. I'll just keep, another 90 minutes. So we'll keep this live going for about 2 hours. Shut it off just before I finish. Right. Something's not right here. Have I missed a song out? No, I haven't. I've got to talk a bit longer. Okay. Right. I know what I'll do. Where are we going? ready for next. Okay. So yeah, any questions about radio? Anything that you've always wanted to ask a presenter? Anything like that? Just pop those into the chat, and I'll see if I'll certainly see if I can answer those. Certainly see if I can. Anyway, so if I just move like that, you'll be able to see. That is how I know that we're on air. Grab a pen or a pencil. Oh, for me, nice, good day. Yeah, so these little, there you go, you can see them, the meters there. As long as they've got some activity in them, you know that you're on air. And the screen actually does say, no, it doesn't say on air. No, this particular one doesn't. A different one that we used actually did say on air. Actually, I think this one can. Hang on. Play around with it. So I've never really looked into this. Indeed and weather. Right. Yeah. Nope. Okay. Nope, can't do that. Anyway, right. Ooh, and that's also the problem there. You see that I keep knocking you. So I'll move you there. You sit like that. What do you think? No? Sit about there. Very good afternoon. Right, what else is going on? What else can we talk about whilst we're in the songs? We've got 2 minutes. Well, I do have another reaction that is coming out at 4 p.m. this afternoon. It is a brilliant one. You won't want to miss that one. If you haven't subscribed to the channel already, then go and do that. Just hit that subscribe bell, the subscribe button, the notification bell, of course. But yes, a new reaction will be coming out at 4 p.m. this afternoon. Remember, all times are in UK time, so what are we? 2.5 hours, just under 2.5 hours, and it will be coming out. And so watch for that. Right, got a minute of this song, and then I've got some information to read out for the listeners. So if you do want to listen, you see, it's not just music that we play here. I always like to see. I don't like these stations that just play music back to back. I want to be a community station. Right, let's just get through this one, shall we? There we go, a couple of non-movers for you. Robin S, Show Me Love. Non-mover at number 6, Sybil, When I'm Good and Ready. I love that song. Sybil, brilliant vocalist, brilliant artist she is. Non-mover at number 5. Right then, you're listening to the Lunch Break here on Brumside Radio. Very good afternoon. 07858 127 186. If you want a request or a dedication for this show or for any show, of course. It doesn't just have to be this show, does it? Not in the slightest. Could be any of our shows here on Brumside Radio. We love all of your interactions with us. Now, some information to give you, especially if you are somebody that uses All Saints quite regularly. The community centre, of course, we've got the dentist, we've got the medical centre, of course, so the health centre, the dentist is here as well. Never used them. Who else is here? We've got the foot clinic, chiropractors are here as well. Amusingly, I've always never understood this. The chiropractor here at All Saints is upstairs. Never really understood that. I mean, if you've got back problems and you happen to see a chiropractor, wouldn't you prefer it if it was on the ground floor? It just makes sense, doesn't it? Anyway, for those of you coming to All Saints, and of course we've got the Robin Centre, we've got Circus Mash for the kids as well. Scary place, isn't it? Really is. I had a little look in last week at what they do. Absolutely amazing what they do, but it's scary at the same time, really. So as from the 17th of April, so that will be Wednesday, this Wednesday coming, the top car park will be closed. And the top car park, that is the one directly outside the Robin Centre, behind Circus Mash. The one, yeah, well, I'd say at the top, that will be closed. It's being redeveloped, and there'll be no parking anywhere on site during the hours of 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday to Friday. You will be able to park in the bottom car park from 4 p.m. onwards, Monday to Friday. Weekend parking, bottom car park 8 a.m. to 11 p.m. You'll only be able to enter the entire centre from the front entrance on the square, so the doors next to the cafe by the church. So you won't be able to use any of the rear entrances. It is going to affect quite a lot of people. There's a lot of work going on, isn't there? There's going to be a new extension coming in. I think Circus Smash are going to get a new building, as are the youth club. There's going to be, in place of the top car park, there's going to be a little garden, isn't there? A little patio garden, something like that is being built. Anyway, that's what's happening. So from the 17th, there are details around the centre as to what is going on, but we'll keep you up to date as to the improvements and the work. Obviously, it won't affect any of us here on air. We're still on air. We're still going to be broadcasting, so that won't change. Right, more from the 90s on the way next. Oh, right, that's them dealt with. Yes, it's always fun when there's building works going on. We have to tell them about it, and we are losing one of our car parks, which isn't going down well. It's a bit difficult to park around here. There isn't that much space, but we're losing one of them. That's going to be all fun and games for the next, for the rest of the year. Apparently it's going to take until certainly the new year. So that's going to be fun. Right. Where are we? We've done number 4, haven't we? So that is... that's done, yeah. So we got a couple of climbers, a faller, and a non-mover at number 1, all on the way. Like I say, if you want to listen into the show, you can go to brumsideradio.com. Plenty of information about us on there as well. You can even see who's coming up next. I've got to look for that, haven't I? That's what I've got to do. Might do that in the second hour, if anything's been... see if anything's been posted yet about what's coming on. And it has. Brilliant. Right, good. That's my next link. All set and ready. Oh, I do like when things appear early on our screens. It just makes our job so much easier. Right. Anyone in? Well, there are people in. I'll continue having my lunch in that. Regular viewers will know I'm a bit partial to a chicken mayonnaise sandwich. Very simple, but it's good. It does the job. Let's see. Plenty on the way. Oh, that's a good song. Ace of Base. Oh, Pizza Man. That's a song I haven't heard for a long time. Hang on. Change that. I bought this song when it came out. It certainly wasn't 2011. I bought that song on CD single when it came out. Pizza Man. It was Norman Cook. Yep. Yes, that was Norman Cook before he became Fatboy Slim. It was Pizza Man. Yeah, so if this is the first time that you're seeing me on your screens, then welcome along. You can go back and re-watch all these lives, and you'll also find that I'm a YouTube reactor as well. Plenty. There's over 240, I think, reactions now. That's crazy. I've been doing it not that long, really, compared to some people. Not been doing it that long. But yeah, so there are plenty of reactions out there. Like I say, new one coming this afternoon at 4 p.m. So just over 3 hours time, you'll be able to see that one. Yeah, always a good. That's a good one this afternoon. It really is. And I've got a few more lined up. I haven't recorded them yet. That'll be tomorrow. Well, I've got a few more ideas, videos that I do want to record, so those will be coming up as well. Let's get you. Hang on, wait. Wrong way. Go that way. That's better. And it does always help if you can see where you are. Turn it down a bit. So I'll turn that there. Right, we've got that to do as well. Where's he gone? Who shut my schedule down? There we go. Right. Pop that on there. Oh, yes, I've got to check that I've schedule. Hang on a minute. Yep, that's been done. That's been done. That's okay. That's good. Yeah, everything is set. Wonderful, isn't it? When everything's in the right place at the right time, it means that I can just sit here and do nothing. Talk to you guys. Talk about anything. Doesn't just have to be radio, but it can be absolutely anything. Nice, safe little area that you can come to and have a chat about anything you want. You can talk about radio if you want to. Yeah, entirely up to you. I've got 3 minutes. I'm just I've got. So what I'm doing now, whilst they're listening to Shaggy, Oh Carolina, I'm just looking at my timing screen here, and it's saying that I've got about just under 3 minutes that I've got to fill. Otherwise, I'm going to be early for the news. So I've got. This is welcome back, Rab. Yep. So I'm just looking at my timing screens here, my play-up system. I've got some time to fill before the news, otherwise I'm early, and I don't like that. I haven't been talking enough. That makes a change. Oh boy. Imagine that, me not talking enough. There we go. Where do you go? This one. Right. Yep. Yeah. You know, I really do think I need to get these over onto TikTok, so you can listen properly to the news. Yeah, 3 minutes about. I think, well, yeah, possibly. Yeah. Now I've got a show promoter put out. Yeah, for the news show that follows me at 2 o'clock. Just looking at what's coming up, and then I'll be able to fill it. That's not a problem. There we go, Shaggy. Right. Wait a minute, listen. Yeah, last week's number 2, this week's number 3 for Shaggy and Oh Carolina. Hey, you're listening to the Lunchbreak here on Brumside Radio. Very good afternoon. 07858 127 186. Have your text and WhatsApp messages. And of course, do remember, place your name onto those messages so we know who you are. I'll tell you more about what's happening later on here on Sunday in the second hour. But on the way following me next, we've got the week in, week out show. Of course, Tristan Harris, the light-hearted look at the news from the past 7 days, national and local headlines. Of course, the best quirky stories from the last 7 days, and loads on there. Some brilliant. Again, it's been a very busy news week. It really has. So your headlines for week in, week out at 2 o'clock. Now, those of us with very long memories, I loved this show. All versions. This Is Your Life. It's apparently set for a TV comeback. It's going to be brought back. That'll be absolutely fantastic. Yes, there are some really good people out at the moment. Some good celebrities, presenters and news people and, well, all sorts, aren't there, and actors who I think would do really well going on to that show. Nobody's really gone back to doing it after Michael Aspel retired and doing the show. Also, the bizarre issues facing people while moving house. That could be anything, yeah. It's always an interesting time, isn't it, moving house. You always say to yourself, I'm going to be very well organised, everything's going to be in exactly the right box, and we'll know exactly where everything goes. And you get to the other end, the first thing you look for is the kettle, isn't it? Admit it, the first thing you look for is the kettle. You've got to have a nice cup of tea before you do anything else. And also, yeah, this caused a right storm, didn't it? In Birmingham, we thought we had, an official Banksy appearing on one of our walls in the city. But it turns out it wasn't Banksy. I mean, he himself, of course, nobody really knows who he is, but he himself came onto social media and said, it's not one of mine. It turns out it was Joe Lycett. It was our very own Joe Lycett, comedian Joe Lycett. He's brilliant, isn't he, with all these pranks? But yes, it was him. He's a good artist. So that's on the way at 2 o'clock this afternoon. Like I said, if you want to get in touch with us at any of our shows, 07858 127 186. Now then, did mention we have a non-mover at number 1, which means that snow just misses out. Last week's number 3, this week's number 2. Oh, and that's how to fill. Well, not warnings, but when I've gone, the first couple, when I've gone back and watched them in, catch up, it's come up and said that the music's muted. Obviously, it's Universal Music Group. Yeah, that's how to fill 3 minutes, or 2.5 minutes. You just slow things down and talk about absolute rubbish. Called filling in time. Yeah, so if you go back and watch some of the live catch-ups, you'll find that there's no music on there because it's been muted. Tried it over on Twitch, and of course the quality over on Twitch is brilliant, but once again I can play music during the lives, but I just can't add, I can't do a VOD service on Twitch. I can't put up clips, I can't repeat. Could it be a politician? No. I'm not corrupt enough for that. No. Not bad enough for that. Mind you, the money would be nice. Oh dear, right. Well, indeed it does, yes, and that is something that radio presenters are very good at, talking without actually saying anything. We are good at that. It's sort of a skill you get used to. Let's go back to the weather. Yeah, it's something that you just learn over time. You have all these facts and figures and bits of useless knowledge that nobody ever really wants to know, but they do maybe come in useful if you do music quizzes. That's about the only time that we're ever any good. we go. This week's number 2 in 1993. Of course, Snow, the brilliant Snow. And in form, of course, a few years ago, he re-released that, didn't he? It's sounding really, really good. It wasn't just re-released the original, he came and re-recorded it, a brand new version. Right, and that just leaves one more song between now and the news at 1 o'clock. Last week's number 1, this week's number 1, for the Bluebells. Oh, right. That's me done for about 5 minutes. Yeah, about 5 minutes anyway. So, good afternoon, everyone. And turn it down again. Oh dear. Right, so that's the first hour gone. Incredibly quick, isn't it? How are these hours going so fast? I don't feel like I've been on air for an hour. It's incredibly quick. But again, like I say, that's something that happens in radio. You find that these shows really, I mean, people often ask, how could you actually be on air for like 4 hours at a time every day? I'd love to do that because those 4 hours go really, really quick. It's incredible how fast it goes. I'd love to do a 4-hour show. Imagine the number of lives I could do for that. 4 hours every day. That'd be fantastic, wouldn't it? Not just once a week. Right, have I got to do anything? Yeah, I'm sitting here thinking that I've got something to do. Well, yes. Yeah, that's exactly how I want these to come across, you see, but, you know, it's not one of these channels. I mean, I do enjoy the channels where there's a lot of activity. You've got, you know, a couple of hundred people talking all the time, but, you know, and everything that goes with it. But sometimes you just want to slow down and have a relax, don't you? Especially on a Sunday. There we go. What's happening in the sport? Let's have a quick look. Oh, news. Right, where's the weather? Go to the weather. Right, no change. No change in the weather. Yeah, no change in the weather at all. That's good. Yeah, I'm just reading that apparently that not Danish, he's Swedish, isn't it? That Swedish footballer that plays for a Denmark club is apparently doing better in his recovery. Well, he won't play football again. Is it Olsen? Somebody Olsen that had you know, collapsed at home. He's apparently recovering as well. His treatment's coming on well. So make sure the microphone's not on there. Oh dear. Oh, can I do this? For example, Let's see, how to do this? Hang on. Oh, where is it? Have I got one on here? Oh, that's unfortunate. I don't think I've got. Hang on. I don't seem to have a print screen button on my keyboard. Oh. That's unfortunate. You have to think about that. Huh. I'll show you this in detail, yeah. Okay, go on. Hang on. I've got insert, I haven't got print screen. Huh. Okay, so this afternoon rather cloudy, albeit there will still be some bright spells at times, generally dry, but the odd isolated shower may develop in places. Now tonight expected to become dry, lengthy clear spells for a time. Through the early hours those winds will pick up, will turn largely cloudy with heavy showers moving in from the northwest. But still for most of us it should be a very pleasant Sunday afternoon. The temperatures very nice, 12 degrees. That's not bad at all, is it? Oh, yeah, and then what's his idea? Changing the weather. Oh, yes. Yeah. That is a good song. Yeah. I've got a problem. I've got no print screen on this keyboard. Hang on. I don't think I have anyway. What's that one do? It doesn't do anything. Right, what I'm going to have to do is go... Fortunately, a lot of people don't remember this, but Windows has a keyboard that you can pull up. It's not in there. Where is it? Ease of access. On-screen keyboard, yes. Remember the on-screen keyboard that we used to have back in the early versions of Windows? Well, it still exists. Right. And that does have print screen on it. Lovely. Right. Yeah, so it's something I've never needed on this this computer. So, hang on. When I do that, right, close you down, close you down, close you down, open, hang on, I want that. Yeah, the snipping tool, yes, I remember that. Hang on a minute. Where are we going? Right, where can we save that one? Right, get rid of you. Oh, hang on. That one. That one. There we go. Perfect. And it works. Right. John Fogerty. No, we don't have anything. Not anything. What year did that come out? 1980s. Oh. It's 80s. 1986 that came out. I thought it was a bit later than that, but no, 1986 for John Fogerty. Oh boy. Right. Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, it is a good song, yes, but unfortunately can't play it on my show. Although, if it's had enough, singles, I may do it on my other show. Uh, yeah. Oh yes, yeah. I may do John Fogerty on my other show then. I'll sort something out. I'll do him on the weekday show. Yes, I do like Creedence Clearwater. That Revival, yeah, a good group. And we got 48 again. Right. This is where I get a bit more time. Thank you. Better. There we go, JX. Hey, remember that one. And of course, starting the second hour of the lunch break. It's always good. That's a little bit of Ace of Base. Always have, always will. One of their lesser known songs, I feel. It doesn't get as much publicity as some of their other songs. Right, we've got 3 Premier League matches today. 2 o'clock kickoffs for Liverpool, Crystal Palace, West Ham, Fulham. And yeah, very, very tight at the top of the Premier League, isn't it? Arsenal against Aston Villa is a 4:30 kickoff. Villa travelling down to Arsenal. Now, they could do something pretty interesting because obviously Manchester City are now top. They played yesterday, didn't they? No? Yes, they played yesterday and won, so they've now gone top of the Premier League. If Arsenal win, they can go top, but if Liverpool win, they can go top as well. If Liverpool win and Arsenal don't, Liverpool could go top. So obviously we're hoping that Aston Villa are going to beat Arsenal. They're sort of struggling a bit at the moment, Villa. They're in fourth, they're on 60 points. They could certainly do with another three, probably another 9 points. Get them close to that 70 marker. They could certainly do with that. Liverpool, they can go top. Yes, they can. They'll be on 74 points. So, do we want to give Liverpool the lead of the Premier League by either beating Arsenal or holding them to a draw? What do you think? 07 858 127 186. Now, I'll tell you more about what's happening later on the station. Up next. Oh, right. Okay, that's that done for a bit. Yeah, it's getting very, very tight at the top again, isn't it? So I think certainly any out of Man City, Liverpool, Arsenal could win the title. It's all going to come down to the final day once again, isn't it? Which is always nice for the supporters when obviously yesterday we had a couple of, it was the League Two, wasn't it? League Two matches. Stockport and Wrexham both being promoted yesterday. Back-to-back promotions for Wrexham. They're up to League One. Birmingham City could be playing League One next year, next season. Because they're not doing too good in the Championship, are they? Hang on, let's... Championship. No, they're just outside the relegation spots at the moment. 45 points. Turn you down a bit. I don't know. It's very tight. Yeah, could do. Yeah, they are certainly doing well. Whether it, because I certainly now think that top three is gone. Top three is gone. So if this could be a way of getting them into the Champions League, that'll be good. Champions League football, yes. We'll see. See what happens. Oh, there. No, I don't want you to drop that song. No, I want you to play that one. Thank you. Right, that's better. And then I also want that one. So we'll move you down to there. I will do, hang on, show promos, we will do, what promo could I put in? Oh, I don't know. No, not there. Stop moving. Thank you. Right. Right. Oh, sorted. Oh. Well, yes, that is the good question, isn't it? Because I mean, he did okay with Arsenal, but I just think he's done a lot better with Villa for some reason. Don't know why. I mean, obviously the difference between the two clubs is very big, and obviously the amount of money as well. But he just seems to have done a lot better with Villa. Maybe it's because they're a club that could be helped climbing up the table, whereas Arsenal have always been expected to be at the top, haven't they? Whereas Villa, it's very much not as expected. Oh, right. Well, yes, yeah, that is and that's also going to be the problem that Liverpool have. Obviously now Jurgen Klopp standing down. What are they going to do? Yeah, that's what worries me a bit about Liverpool. If they do well this season, actually win the league, and then obviously next season, no Jurgen Klopp. You know, there's going to need somebody pretty big to come in and carry on the good work. Right, need that up. Oh, let them go into the. Yes, they certainly do. But then another club with similar problems now is going to be Wrexham, because obviously they've just been promoted into League One. They're going to need a lot of new players to come in, although the squad they have now certainly has been playing like a League One squad, possibly even Championship. Let's say conference, and then Championship. So I have a feeling they're going to get another promotion next season. They'll go up to the Championship. They'll do 3 promotions in a row, I think. Just watch for that one. Might be worth putting some money on that if they go straight up to the Championship. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's interesting because everybody's saying that their good run of luck has all got to do with Ryan Reynolds and Rob coming in, but they haven't changed the players. They've just changed the owners. The players haven't changed. The manager hasn't changed. Yes, there's a tiny bit more money coming in. Different advertising, and obviously the TV show didn't hurt. But on the pitch, nothing's really changed, to be honest. Yeah, Championship. Well, yes, but it's whether they can keep hold of Paul Mullins. You know, whether he'll want to keep playing, because obviously he's getting on a bit. He's already come out of retirement once, so we shall see. Oh, fell off my chair. Right, who did I put in? Right, that's that. That's that. Yeah. Well, yes. Yeah. He always was. And he did take a big risk coming back into National League, but I think he knew that all they needed was a little push to get going, and it certainly worked. A lovely song. Yeah. Do you remember this song? I love this song. It's such a shame that I can't have the speakers on. But yeah, love this song. Hang on. Throw me rubbish away. Oh. Oh dear. Yeah, I absolutely love this song. Right, I'll turn myself around a bit. That's better. There we go. Right. So how long have we been going for? 1 hour 28. Happiness. Yep, love this song. Yes. Norman Cook before he became Fatboy Slim. A lot of people were surprised to hear that. I know I certainly was around when it first came out. I was like, who is this? Then to find out it was him. Yeah. Oh. Right. Who have we got coming up? Any news going on? They certainly were, yes. There was obviously with the new synthesizers coming out, certainly the D50. That was a real game changer. Yeah, I'm a bit annoyed I never actually bought one of them and held on to it. So I have played one, but you know, I could have bought one. I never did. I thought, you know, it's just another synthesizer. It's you know, it's not going to be that popular. Turned it down. Oh. Right. Right. this takes me back, it really does. Happiness by the group known as Pizza Man. Yeah, Pizza Man, a faceless group, as they were. They never appeared in anything that they produced. Only ran for 4 years, about 3.5, 4 years. And the main member of Pizza Man was none other than Norman Cook. And when this little side project ended in 1997, he reinvented himself as Fatboy Slim. And we all know what happened then. You're listening to the Lunch Break here on Brumside Radio. Very good afternoon. Now then, a couple of things to tell you about. We've got a production. Now we're into April. Not too long to go. It's, where are we? 14th of April today. This is on the 26th, so 12 days. So just under 2 weeks. And the All Saints Youth Project Inclusion Plus, they are presenting a little production called This Is Me, Friday the 26th of April at 7 o'clock, and then Saturday the 27th at 2:30. That's all going to be in the All Saints Church in Kings Heath. A beautiful church, it really is. Lovely inside there. Very good for doing productions, by the way. Tickets are £10 for adults, £5 for children and concessions, £20 family ticket, which is for 2 adults and up to 3 children. So effectively, the children go free. 2 adults and up to 3 children for £20. That's not bad. Tickets on sale at the parish office, the community cafe, and they'll also be available on the door. Well, if you want to learn more about This Is Me and exactly what it's going to be about, then join Alex at 4 p.m. on Tuesday, because he'll be discussing the show along with Louise, one of the staff members at the All Saints Youth Project. We're talking about the group, exactly what it is, how you might like to get involved in it as well. If you've got anyone that you think might like to be involved, so join Alex at 4 p.m. on Tuesday for that one. Right, what else is coming up? I'll tell you more about what's happening later on the way next. Because I need a drink. Oh boy, don't you just hate it? You come wanting to do a big link, a lot of talking, get it out of the way. Mind you saying that, it's never a good idea to make your links too long. You keep them short, about probably just over 2 minutes, maybe for the longest, unless of course you're interviewing somebody you've got a guest. But if you're just doing a normal link, anything like that, just keep it short, keeps things flowing. Right, how are we done? 25, yeah, about another 25 minutes on this. Yeah, we'll keep it going for the 2 hours as normal, and then you can join me at 4 o'clock for the new reaction that will be popping up. I'm not going to tell you who it is. You'll have to discover that at 4 o'clock. So what's that? 2.5 hours. Yeah, 2.5 hours. You'll discover who that is. But it's a good one. It really did shock me, this one. Favourite interview? Ooh. Well, now, I haven't actually done many, to be perfectly honest. I'm hoping, I'm going to have to work on this, but I've got a bit of time left. I'm hoping to get press passes for a couple of the local theatres here in Birmingham. We've got some good shows coming in, but also our big music venue, and try and get to there. But we've got at the end of the year, so November, we've got a new musical starting at one of our theatres, and it's all based on it's very much like the ABBA musical, who else did one? Queen, We Will Rock You, the music musical based around their music, but obviously not about the group. Well, this new one it's music from the group Steps. It's not about Steps, but it's the music of Steps in this new musical. And of course, it's beginning its tour right here in Birmingham in November. So I'm hoping I might be able, if I'm very, very lucky, I might be able to interview Steps. We shall see. That'll be fun. Always wanted to meet them. Turn you down a bit. Right. Yep. Hi, Lyle. Oh, dear me. That is terrible rap. Oh. No, they were actually put together as it was only meant to be. I mean, their story is very similar to ABBA. Obviously, they weren't put together for a music contest, but they were put together as a novelty act that was only meant to have one song. And that song did so well that the record label turned around to the management and said, quickly write some more songs and bring out an album. And so they did. And they've been going ever since. Yeah, no Steps. How's things, Lyle? Not very nice news coming out of Sydney at all, was it? That was incredibly shocking. But, well, one, that it happened, but it could have been so much worse, couldn't it? Had that police officer not intercepted and controlled things very quickly. Yeah, it was the the shopping mall close to Bondi. Yeah. I think it's 7 now, isn't it? I think they've sadly confirmed another, so it's now 7. Yeah, but I mean, very, very shocking, and the fact that it was a knife rather than a gun. Although, I don't suppose Australia has that much gun crime at all, really, does it? You don't really hear about that. 2 minutes. Yeah. Well, no, not job. wasn't terrorist at all. It was I forgot about that. Yeah, so you're very much like the UK after Dunblane back in '96. All of our regulations changed. There's been nothing since. Yeah, did exactly the same thing. Ooh. Anyway, how are things going? Yeah, not job. Yes. Well, yes. Okay, so now that was one of the sad things, I suppose, that as soon as it happened, everybody was shouting terrorist and trying to put everything onto it, wasn't it? But it turned out to be nothing of the sort. Anyway, where are we going? Eagle Eye Cherry, Safe Tonight. Again, another song that you don't really hear that much. So it's rather nice on playing that one. Eagle Eye Cherry, of course, the half-brother of Nana Cherry, and therefore the uncle of Robin. Well, people don't realise that Robin, she, very, very good artist at the moment, but she is the daughter of Nana Cherry. So Eagle Eye Cherry is her uncle. Right, on the way next, we've got Week In, Week Out from 2 o'clock. Tristan Harris bringing the biggest national and local headline stories, the best quirky stories from the last 7 days. You've got Facebook Live at 2:25, and of course the Week In, Week Out song, which everybody loves. Now, the headlines today, yes, one that I'm really, really, really pleased about. And that one is that for those of us with a long memory, maybe grew up through the 70s, 80s, 90s, even the 60s actually, 60s through to the 90s, the early 2000s. This Is Your Life. It's set for a big TV comeback. No more details on that. I'm going to look that one up. I don't know who's going to produce it or be the host of that. Hopefully it's going to be someone good. But yeah, I loved This Is Your Life, and I regularly go back and watch not the whole show, but the very first bit where they surprise the celebrity that's going to be on it. And that's always good. And also the bizarre issues facing Brits while moving house. Yeah, there's always some good stories, isn't there, from anyone that's moved house. Something always goes on. And the Banksy image that appeared in Birmingham over the last few days, the last week, that turned out not to be Banksy, but it's actually from a comedian, Joe Lycett. He has popped up and said he was responsible for that one. That's at 2 o'clock. 4 o'clock, we've got the Airplay Rewind. Russ will be back at 5 with the rock show. Then Scott is along at 7. Presumably going to be a very busy sports show. If you want to get involved in that one, 07858 127 186. And then, of course, the Chill Out Zone at 10. Oh, boy. Yeah. Yeah, which is always good, isn't it? Right, turn that down, turn that down, turn that down. Right. Brilliant. Hi. Yeah, so how are things going your side of the pond? Yes. So I do try and catch some of your lives every now and then when I'm available. Yes. Oh, yes. By the way, Lon, no Pepsi this week. Yeah, the Obi-Wan series was brilliant. I am hoping that they're going to do a second season, but it doesn't sound like they are, which is a shame because it's one of those that, if done properly, can be a really good second series if you know the timeline. Cool, $9. Mind you saying that, I was flicking through TikTok and came across one. There was an Australian guy was over here on holiday, and obviously the first thing they do is go to a local supermarket and do, go and pick up items that they want to try that they've never done before. But he found that jars of Vegemite over here are about, we can pick them up probably £1.50. So you're talking what, about $4? And he was saying that in Australia, your jars of Vegemite are again about $7 or $8 for a similar jar. So he was very, very pleased. They could pick it up for like $3, equivalent of. Oh, we've got 8 minutes. It's right, there we go. Yeah, I will check it out. Hang on. Yeah. 400. Yeah, 400 grams, yeah. Same size. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. Take that down. What I want to do. One of them. Hang on. One of them. No, hang on. Oh, I don't need that then, do I? Yeah. Well, yeah, it's expensive, I suppose, because you're so far away, everything has to be shipped in, doesn't it? Or air freighted in. Yes. I did notice something, though. I was discussing with somebody. Where was it? Oh, yesterday. I was discussing with somebody yesterday that, they were flying over to, it's still more expensive, is it really? Yes. I do prefer that. Yeah, they're discussing air flights and things. And apparently there's a new air service to Australia next year. I think it's Qantas, I think, are doing it. It's going to be direct from London Heathrow to Sydney at 22 hours. Yeah. That could be fun, yeah. 22 hours on a aeroplane. That's what I was going to do, wasn't I? Right. Oh, yeah. And stop there. Hey, stop moving. And stop there. No, stop there. Yes, finish with that one. Right. Log out of there. Right. better. Weather. Go to there. Yeah. Yeah, it's one of those. I don't know how expensive that's going to be. I mean, there is one at the moment. I think the only non-stop flight is to Perth, but that's about 16 hours. So this one's like, what, 7 hours longer? Because obviously most people, certainly from here, would go Dubai, then Singapore, or Dubai, Singapore, and then onwards. Right. Where do we need to go? Where do we need to go? That one. Go to there, and we need to go to there. And we need to stop. Yeah, we'll stop there. Right. We need to do that. Right. That's the next show sorted out. Okay. That's my job's done. Next show is sorted out. End of my show sorted out. I've got 2.5 minutes before I need to talk again. But yeah, I mean, I would like to. I mean, one of the things that I don't really like about all this flying, I watch a lot of the travel YouTubers, and they're posting up about they're trying out the first class and all the cabins and the suites and things like that, and they're on a flight that's like 7 or 8 hours. It's not enough, not long enough, I don't think. Needs to be longer. So in 22 hours, I think would be perfect. Get yourself one of these multi-room suites that they have. So, separate bedroom. It'd be brilliant. Probably cost about $50,000 though. Oh dear. Right. Here's a bit of information about Ash. Nearly pressed the wrong button then. From Northern Ireland, of course, the rock band Ash. Well, can you call them rock bands? They're more pop punk, aren't they? Alternative rock, power pop, something like that. I mean, again, one of those bands, because of when they were around, they were formed in 1992. Tim Wheeler, the vocalist and guitarist, but they were associated with Britpop because they were around at the same time. They were associated with Britpop, but of course they didn't really like that association. They weren't comfortable with it, because being from Northern Ireland, emphasising Britishness could be interpreted as sectarian, obviously, at the time in the 90s. Not very good. Yeah, so power pop, punk rock, indie rock, certainly not Britpop. Right, try and squeeze in 3 more songs between now and the news. Oh, too cheap? Well, yeah, I don't know. Well, I mean, I will have a check for you. Hang on. Let's have a little look, shall we? Hang on. Right, let's have a little look. Right, Heathrow to let's have a look. This is in economy, isn't it? Hang on. No? That's economy. Hang on. Let's go first class. Right, I've set it for first class. Heathrow to Sydney. Let's have a look. Let's have a laugh, shall we? I love this sort of thing. Right, hang on. So, yeah. There we go. London Heathrow to Sydney, direct, 23 hours, will cost you $13,000. It's got to be American dollars, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. That's first class as well, 13,000. Yeah. Just over 13,500. Yeah, 13,000. There, see? That's not bad. Yeah. And that's with a return flight as well. You see? Yeah. And if you were one of these people that had air miles, you could probably get that down to absolutely nothing. Convert that price to air miles, it wouldn't cost you anything, and you're flying first class direct to Australia. Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it? And that's using one of these flight search company things. Yeah. Yeah. You see? Yeah. The bargains are out there if you know where to look. Never book your flights directly through the airline. Always go to one of these flight check places, because you can get some really good bargains. Well, if you've got that sort of money, Rab, yeah, and just turn up unannounced and wander in when he's doing a live. How about that? And suddenly appear on the camera, right? Anyway. Yeah, and suddenly walk through your door live when you're live on YouTube playing GeoGuessr. That could be fun. Yeah, that could be fun. Right, that's me 2 hours up. I will catch you next week here live. Of course, reactions coming up all week, and I'll be popping in on your streams as and when they turn up. I'll just do my last link. There we go. Big Mountain Baby, I love your way. Right then, that's just about it from me for today. I will, of course, see you tomorrow, 1 p.m. here on Brumside Radio. Tristan's on the way next. I'm going to leave you with Eternal. Right, that's them done. Right. Okay, I will see you all next time. Until then, I'll do my usual sign up. Why not? Until then, take care. I don't know how that started. Anyway, I'll see you next time.